Join me as I dive into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to see if it really is the game changer we've all been waiting for. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is one of the most highly anticipated sequels in gaming history, and for good reason. The original game is a beloved classic that has stood the test of time, and fans are eager to see what Square Enix has in store for us this time around. When it comes to sequels and remakes, there's always a healthy dose of skepticism in the gaming community. Can these new games live up to the legacy of their predecessors, or are they just cash grabs trying to ride the coattails of nostalgia? I think it's fair to say that we've all been burned by sequels that didn't quite live up to our expectations. Whether it's a lack of innovation, a poor storyline, or just a general sense of disappointment, it's hard not to feel a little apprehensive when a new sequel is announced. But at the same time, there are some sequels that manage to not only meet our expectations but exceed them in every way. They bring new ideas to the table, refine the gameplay, and offer a fresh take on a beloved franchise. So the question is, which category will Final Fantasy VII Rebirth fall into? Will it be a triumphant return to form, or a lackluster attempt to recapture the magic of the original? There are a lot of factors that go into making a great sequel, and one of the most important is understanding what made the original so special in the first place. It's not just about nostalgia, although that certainly plays a role. It's about capturing the essence of what made the game so beloved, and then building upon that foundation to create something new and exciting. One thing that's got me really excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the attention to detail that Square Enix is bringing to the table. From the improved graphics to the refined gameplay mechanics, it's clear that the developers are committed to creating a game that's worthy of the Final Fantasy name. And let's be real, the original game was a masterclass in storytelling, with characters that are still iconic to this day. If Rebirth can even come close to replicating that level of narrative depth, we could be in for something truly special. So what exactly can we expect from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? For starters, the gameplay is looking more action-oriented than ever, with a deeper emphasis on character customization and development. The narrative is promising to be just as complex and adult as the original, with a deeper dive into the world of Midgar and the struggles of its inhabitants. And let's not forget about the graphics, which are looking absolutely stunning. It's clear that Square Enix is pushing the boundaries of what's possible on modern consoles, and the result is a game that's looking more beautiful than ever. But what really has me stoked is the potential for Rebirth to change the landscape of RPGs as a whole. With its innovative gameplay mechanics and deep narrative, this game could be the catalyst for a new wave of RPGs that push the boundaries of storytelling and gameplay. It's not just about being a great game in its own right, it's about being a game that inspires other developers to try new things and push the genre forward. One of the most significant reveals we've seen so far is the introduction of a new combat system that's looking more fluid and dynamic than ever. It's clear that the developers are trying to create a system that's both accessible to new players and deep enough to satisfy veterans of the series. And let me tell you, it's looking absolutely incredible. The way the characters move, the way the battles flow, it's all just so beautifully realized. If this is any indication of what we can expect from the rest of the game, we're in for a real treat. I think it's safe to say that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has the potential to be a real game changer. Whether it's the innovative gameplay mechanics, the deep narrative, or just the sheer sense of spectacle, this game is shaping up to be something truly special. And if it can deliver on even half of its promises, I think we could be looking at a game that will be remembered for years to come. So what do you guys think? Are you as excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as I am? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my previous videos on Final Fantasy and RPGs for more in-depth analysis and discussion.